Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons Wiki Deluxe Edition. For some reason I still feel like I have a stuffy nose even though I'm not sick. Every time, whenever I'm playing this game and or doing commentary. And I just recorded, I just recorded an episode for Wednesday, and now I'm going to be recording this episode for Friday. Because hopefully this goes up on Friday. Last week I made some kind of mistake and it uploaded on Thursday. For some reason, it was weird. Anyways, so this is Archipelago, so how could I possibly resist using at least one Buccaneer? Definitely going to use a lot more than one. Should I? I kind of want to just spam only Monkey Buccaneers, because they're really that amazing. But again, this is kind of one of those times where, now I know, I'm just going to be sitting here, waiting, using Monkey Buccaneers, like, it's just like, I'm just gonna be sitting here waiting to upgrade them, just waiting and waiting and waiting. And you know what? No, I won't. I want to just fast forward until I'm gonna buy something else other than a Monkey Buccaneer. But I suppose I can wait and wait and wait and wait, and I guess I should probably talk about something while I'm waiting. Remember how I was like, oh yeah, Doctor Who's amazing and all that? Well, it still is, just before you start thinking, I don't even know what I'm saying. Anyways, Doctor Who is a great show. I'm surprised I didn't say anything about it in my last episode, because I think, when was it? I can't even remember when I started watching it. I know I saw the first episode of like the newer series, like the newer generation, I guess. I watched that a couple weeks ago, but then the day I really started watching it like non-stop, I think was about a week ago, or less than a week ago, because right now this is on Tuesday that I'm recording this, and by Friday I'm thinking I might already catch up with season 6 and 7, because it only takes me like one day to watch an entire season, which is really bad, because for some reason today, on Tuesday, I woke up at like 12, like at noon. Like, it's like, what? I was just making a comment on the Monday video about like who wakes up before noon. I was like, why did I take so long to wake up? It was so weird. But anyways, so today today isn't Tuesday, not Friday. I'm actually going to take a break from Doctor Who, hopefully, and actually do stuff. And you know, I keep thinking I should probably get back to putting up annotations, because annotations and links for the next video are a little bit more important, or a little bit more helpful than just putting in the link for the last video, because most of you, I'm assuming, have been watching for a while, so you actually have seen the last video and you don't need a link to the last video. However, again, those links, either for last time or next time, are still more for the people that haven't been watching and like it's their first video or something, and then they want to let's use a spike, what's it called, road spikes, yeah, use a road spikes in order to get those, and that's kind of lame. I kind of figured that this would be the optimum position, although I suppose it was just not really a fluke, but not the best. I mean, it's got like half the track in its range, which is pretty good, but still not quite good enough. So, let's see. I think I'll place another Monkey Buccaneer here, just as like a little added support, until I get the Destroyer, just so that it's not... Oh man, I'm out of breath from talking. Should have taken a little bit longer of a break between episodes, but anyways, what was I saying? Was I talking about Doctor Who? No, I was talking about annotation and links and stuff. That's for people who just started watching, like this is the first episode. Hello to anyone that this is the first episode that they've seen of my Let's Play. This is episode 121, which to me sounds like a lot, because usually the Let's Plays that I do on this channel are really short. Mostly because I don't finish them, but I'd really like to finish some of my Let's Plays. Yeah, I'll let those go. Oops, no, I accidentally hit the hotkey. But anyways, what am I saying? Oh, right, I have enough for a Destroyer. There we go. Alright, so I should probably also get the crow's nest because it started around 21. And with that destroyer is going to hopefully destroy pretty much everything, at least for a while, and then until I get this second destroyer and all that. But what was I saying? Oh, right. To any of you that this is the first episode that they're watching, then hello, and thank you for watching. To anyone that this isn't the first episode they're watching, hello, and thank you for watching. Anyways, 121 episodes. That's a lot, now that I think about it, especially because, like, my shortest one is like 16 minutes, so that's a lot of time spent, which is really weird, because, like, it doesn't feel like I've spent a lot of time, even though when you look back at it, 121 episodes, even a little more than 121 episodes, it's just crazy to think that I've been doing this for so long, and it's not even a year yet. That would be interesting. I wonder how many episodes I'll be on by the time it gets to a year since I started posting them. And then once it gets to a year since I started posting them more regularly, that's going to be insane. But this is definitely one of the longer, or longest, Let's Play series that I've seen, even. I know Toby, Tobuscus, his Minecraft series, I'm not sure if he's even still doing it, or like when the last time he posted a Minecraft episode was, but I think he got up into like the 300s, just because he would literally post one like every day, I think, or at least Monday through Friday, so he would be a little bit more consistent than I was, and I mean, a lot more consistent for a longer period of time, but you know what I mean, I think, maybe. But I don't know, do other Let's Players take this long on their videos? And that's interesting. The animation for the cannon firing on the destroyer, if you could see that, like, it's still launching, like the cannons still look like they're shooting even when it's not actually shooting anything. But anyways, what was I talking about? Alright, do you know any Let's Players that have a series that has like over 100 episodes? And I don't mean this like to brag, I'm just curious because that seems like a lot. That seems like I should at least take a break or something, and like focus on other Let's Plays. But yeah, for some reason this game seems to be, I was going to say it seems to be my most popular for some reason, but considering I posted 121 episodes of it, that would kind of be why it's more popular. But I don't know, there's still so many other games that I want to do a Let's Play of, and I know that this game will come to an end eventually, but I know that's going to be like next year or something because of just how many videos I can get out of this. And that, I didn't mean it like that. Like, I don't mean to just like milk the series or like exploit the amount of videos I can make out of this thing, because like I said, I would like to move on, but it's just that there's so much to do in this game, and it doesn't go on forever, that's for sure. There is an end point, it's just very far away, because for any of you that don't know, there's still at least 3 or 4 months, maybe 6 months left of this normal hard mode series, where I'm just going through all the tracks, doing them on hard. Probably going to take another 6 months, so, well, maybe another 5. So basically by June or July, it'll probably be done, hopefully. That's, of course, the plan, but you know how me and plans work. We don't. So anyways, let's see. What was I going to say? Oh, that's right. It'll probably take that long because there's so many more tracks that I have to do, and right now I'm only posting 3 times a week for this game. Technically I'm posting 4 times a week, but fewer challenges don't exactly count, even though they do count for the episode number, which is kind of weird. If I should... See, that's the thing. I kind of want to, like, sort out how many specific episodes I posted, because sometimes I'll put like an episode where I failed on a level, and I'll post another episode where I beat it, and I feel like that's almost kind of cheating on posting videos and stuff, so I would make that like a part 2 of the episode, even though it's basically the same episode, I guess. But so yeah, I don't know. Anyways, what was I talking about? I always lose my train of thought, because my train of thought is usually a tangent based off another tangent based on another train of thought that I forgot about. So I really am just spamming a bunch of Buccaneers, and I'm not really even like packing them all together, just spreading them out a little bit. That's interesting, that ceramic actually, or those ceramics actually made it kind of far. Got 5 Buccaneers, 5 destroyers, which is pretty good. I like the hat that the sailors wear. Obviously, this is not a very good representation. It's just an oval and a slight covered oval, I guess, but like the actual hat for a sailor, not really sailor, but like a captain, admiral type person. I like those hats. They're pretty cool. But anyways, totally off subject, which again, like I said, is a tangent of a tangent of a tangent thing. What was I talking about? Oh, right, other Let's Plays. Yeah, I want to do other Let's Plays. Or no, I wasn't talking about Let's Plays. I was talking about, what was I talking about? I just had it, and I already forgot. The reason why it takes so long to do this Let's Play. Is it around 45 already? Yep, it's around 45 already. Let's see. Yeah, it's Big Blue Sabotage. Moabs are half health, so that shouldn't be a problem. And I've got my 6 destroyers. And might as well throw in at least 2 or 5 more. So let's see, throw this one in here. And of course, these aren't like the best positioning or anything. I'm just spreading them out all across the map. But alright, the reason why this Let's Play takes so long, one, why the episodes are so long, is because I'm going to be trying to get to around 90, at least around 85, and each round probably takes around a minute, well, not a minute, less than a minute, maybe 30 seconds. Yeah, 30 seconds sounds right. On average, some are longer than others, obviously. But they do take a while, and again, I could fast forward / cut through some of it, just to make it quicker, but that's up to you guys, because you're the ones that would decide that sort of thing, because, like I said, I wouldn't mind, honestly, I wouldn't mind doing this without commentary, and just, like, putting music behind it and fast forwarding through it to make it quicker, but, it's up to you guys, because a lot of you, I think, enjoy my commentary a little bit, so I think you would probably prefer if I kept it with the commentary. Plus, then that helps with the whole copyright law type stuff. Even though I did get permission to do a Let's Play of this, although I didn't specifically mention whether or not I would be actually commentating. Although I'm sure someone from Ninja Kiwi has seen like at least one of my videos, just because I've mentioned or I tweeted them saying like, "Oh hey, I'm doing a Let's Play and all that." But anyways, actually, I'm interested. Like I've said this before on a couple of my videos, but I'd be interested if any of the Ninja Kiwi staff are actually listening to this, or watching it, or both. Because I know that some people could watch it without listening, and some people listen without watching. Because for me, since I do play a lot of video games, specifically Eden Eternal, which I haven't actually been playing in a while, which I kind of want to talk about if I remember by the end of this episode. What was I talking about? Oh, right. You can listen to these videos without actually watching them. Or at least I listen to a lot of Let's Plays without actually watching them, because I'll be playing other video games, and watching someone play a game isn't always as entertaining, especially because, see, the thing is, like, for me, my sort of philosophy on watching Let's Plays is I generally watch someone play something if it's a game that I've played or I want to play, and I just want to see how they do something, so then I'll just be watching them play it. But then a lot of times I'll be watching the Let's Play not so much for the actual game, but just for the person doing the commentary. So because I don't really care about actually watching the game, then I'll just be like playing Eden Eternal or some other game while I'm listening to them commentating. And occasionally they'll like react to something that happened in the game, so I'll actually check back and look at what they're looking at. But a lot of times, if I'm actually going to be, oh man, I lost a couple more lives. But, oh wow, I've got a bunch of money. Why don't I spend that money on some more destroyers? Of course, why would I build anything else on this stage? So yeah, I probably wouldn't have lost lives if I had built these sooner. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh right, Let's Players. I tend to just listen to Let's Players more than watch them, which is kind of interesting. Which is why recently I haven't really been watching any YouTube. Really, just because I've been watching Doctor Who a lot, so that you can't really listen to other videos while you're watching a TV show. I mean, I guess some people could, but I don't. I prefer to have all of my attention on, if it's a TV show, or movie, then I'd prefer to have all of my attention on that, rather than like on a Let's Play video where the video isn't exactly as important as the audio. Anyways, what was I talking about? Or, what do you mean? What do I mean? What was I talking about? I just finished my sentence. Finished my thought. But I'm going to throw in one more destroyer, just so I can have 10. Because, yeah, that's 13. Wow, 13 destroyers. Yeah, that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Alright, so maybe I'll go for 15. Just throw in 2 more. I don't know. So I've got 13 destroyers on this map, all over the place. Not that tightly packed. Should I go for another 2 more? Might as well. Might as well round it off to a 15. I was going to say to an even 15, but 15's not even. But to a nice 15. But what round is this? 61? Wow. This next round is probably going to, or not this next one, the 63 is probably going to give you some trouble. Just because of the large clumps. Because Destroyer is pretty awesome, but not sure how well it's going to do against round 63. But let's see, because these are a lot of Destroyers, so that's quite a bit to get rid of, or to get past. But was I talking about something? Did I interrupt my consciousness, my thought stream again? I've been having really weird, vivid dreams lately, probably because of watching Doctor Who a lot, but I don't know, it's weird. What? I feel like there was something that, oh yeah, oNeternal, I was going to talk about that, but not yet. I feel like there's something else I was going to talk about as far as like my channel and stuff or something, I don't know. I should probably have saved right before this, but let's see if all of these destroyers are enough. Wow, they're not. That's interesting. I was actually kind of expecting them to beat that. But let's see, I didn't save too long ago. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, I can solve this one, and this one, 3, 6, 9, 12. Alright, so 12 is fine. Let's get in a, well, a 0-2 Super Monkey, which is useful, but not quite the best. It'll be helpful more on the Moabs, because now it's not able to detect camos, camo balloons. So yeah, there's that. But anyways, what was I talking about? Something about not Doctor Who, oNeternal. I do want to do a Let's Play. I do want to make a Let's Play, or play, you know what I mean. Make a Let's Play of oNeternal, which is an MMO RPG to be precise. And I've mentioned it before in the past. I made a couple videos on it. I think I only made 2, maybe 3. I think only 2. Anyways, I would like to make a Let's Play of it because, oh man, still gonna lose that. Wow. Huh. Alright then, time for plan B. Time to throw in the glaive ricochets. But what was I saying? Alright, oNeternal. I would like to do that. Let's sell a couple more of these. I really don't need to sell that many, but I feel like selling a lot. Just because they're great, they're helpful, but right now I need something better. Throw in that, and this one, and might as well throw in a third to get 6 layers off, and then throw in a monkey village to add that, and this, and that, and might as well throw in that thing. And anyways, alright, back to oNeternal, you know, the important stuff. Not actually important. What was I talking about? Alright, oNeternal. I would like to make a Let's Play of it. However, I have played that game so much, so much, because I will constantly get up to a certain point and then think, I could do that better. So then I'll restart, make a new character, and then get up to a certain point and be like, oh, I could have done that better. So I'll restart, make another character, and do it again. Dang it, should have done that better. And really get into the specifics on what I mean by doing it better would take kind of a little while. Basically, just how to play the game more efficiently. Which is something that I would like to do, to be more efficient when playing that game. Even though, I mean, already it's not bad. It's just that the game is much better when played with friends, or at least some random person that you meet online, which is what I would do occasionally. But let's see, I can't really place that anywhere. Boomerang throwers are too big. Yeah, I can fit it there. Just as another added support. But anyways, so I would like to play oNeternal with you guys, with my subscribers, but then actually setting up a time for when would be kind of hard. At least 2 of you at once would be nice, but then also trying to plan on like one recording it, so you'd have to play for like an hour at least, just to get a large amount of recording done, like an hour a week or something, which, I mean, for me, that's like, come on, I play like 4 hours a day, at least, but so I know that can be kind of difficult to throw into a schedule, but, what was I going to say? Alright, there was a couple episodes ago, probably last week or the week before, where I mentioned wanting to say something about oNeternal or something, but anyways, for me, I want to play as the cleric class, or like the healer support class, just because, one, I like to support and heal and stuff, but then also, like, if I want to be the best cleric that I can be, or best player that I can be in whatever role I'm playing in, if I'm the DPS, or like the fighter, attacker, damage dealer person, if I'm going to be the best that I can be, then I'm just going to end up destroying everything, like, without anyone else's help, like, you know, hypothetically. So I wouldn't want to just get through all the enemies on my own and destroy everything without letting you have any of the fun type of thing. So I don't want to do that. And I would kind of like to be a tank for like the warrior class, but then that still kind of goes into the same area of I'm still dealing damage when I'm a tank. I'm still trying to get their attention and everything. So I guess I could still do that. But then as a healer, being the best healer that I can be, then all I'm doing is keeping you alive and giving you the health or strength or whatever to actually go through and destroy everything and do whatever you want to do. So that whenever I'm being the best that I can be, I'm helping you be the best that you can be, basically. And that's kind of what I would like to do in that Let's Play. Generally what I like to do in life, but let's see, how big is the range on this thing? Yeah, that should work. Might as well use a high energy beacon, since I have the money for it. But anyways, so that's sort of my mindset going into that game, because I'd rather let you guys choose what role you want to be, and then just be the one that supports you in doing that role, rather than let you pick whatever you want to be. And if we're all DPS damage dealers, then I don't want to be like fighting over who gets to kill the enemy type of thing. So yeah, that's my thought on oNeternal, on doing that. And I know that for Terraria, like right near the end, I finally had someone help me set up, or help me by setting up the server for Terraria, and then I played on that like twice, and then I just completely forgot about Terraria and never played it again, which I still wanted to do those montages of me digging through the world, but I don't want it to turn into something like that where we all start playing it and then I'm like, yeah, we can all play once a week and together and stuff, and then I'll just completely forget about it and move on to other games and stuff. I don't want it to turn into something like that, even though I'm sure eventually it would. Eventually I would have to kind of stop playing oNeternal. So yeah, that's my whole thoughts. They're not all of my thoughts, but at least some of them. The ones on the top of my head at the moment. Let's see, let's get this super monkey over here and give him extra range, and might as well get laser blast. But let me know your thoughts on oNeternal. I know at least one of you said that they had the game or wanted to play it or something, but their laptop was broken, and I think that person also isn't able to comment because of YouTube and stuff, which I would like to think that YouTube settled that whole issue with commenting in Google Plus and stuff. I would definitely recommend that you guys continue to look into that if you are listening / watching this and aren't able to comment. Definitely try to look into that, not just like for commenting on my videos, but for any videos. It would be really good for you to be able to comment, so you should really look into that. And shouldn't be a problem. This yeah, ceramic rainbow or ceramic regrow rush shouldn't be a problem for these like 4 or 5 glaive ricochet with double Renga and all that. But yeah, look into being able to comment if you're not able to comment. And if the people that I'm thinking of that haven't commented in a long time, if they just stopped watching, then obviously that's fine. But if any of you still want to play oNeternal, or Dungeon Defenders, that too. That's a good Let's Play to do that I need to finish, because Dungeon Defenders 2 is in the works, and it would be nice to get Dungeon Defenders 1 Let's Play out of the way. So, what am I talking about? Don't know what I'm talking about. Leave comments and suggestions and stuff in the comment section below. because that would be quite helpful for helping me decide what to do. Yeah. Also, any what's it called, viewer challenge suggestions, leave those on the actual viewer challenge videos, just so I can remember where to look to find out what challenges you'd like me to do. And if for any reason throughout the entire week I don't see any suggestions, then I'll just not post a viewer challenge video, or maybe a sandbox special if I feel like it. But of course it is helpful to post less videos rather than more, even though I want to post more videos rather than less. So what round is this? Let's check. 78. Yeah, so I got 13 more rounds, 12 more rounds. Why? Yeah, I was like thinking, like, what balloon distribution would make it so easy for them to pop all that? I guess it's just a bunch of rainbow balloons. But anyways, alright, so round 79 shouldn't be too bad, and we've got 8 destroyers, plus a high energy beacon, 5 glaive ricochet, a robo monkey which shall eventually turn into a technological terror. So this is a pretty strong defense. Not really in much of a strategy way, like in the balloon circles, how I had all that like focus, concentration, stun, explosive damage over time, area effect type of strategy behind it. This is basically just pure attack power that I'm using on this strategy, except for the glaive ricochet. Those are a little bit more strategic, just because of their ability to easily take down clumps and streams, or clumpy streams or whatever, which again, whenever I say that, that sounds funny and weird, but I suppose after all this time it's I'm sort of used to it. And I wonder, have I always been saying hello YouTube and welcome back to blah blah blah, or hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons Defense 5 Deluxe Edition, and have I always been ending off with what's it called, what's my outro? With the that's it for this episode, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time? Like, do I always say that? Because I think I've been trying to always say that, but I'm sure there's at least once that I forgot, or at least in the beginning when that wasn't like my slogan yet, which is kind of interesting. Which and it's funny because it was only after a while of me saying that outro that I started paying attention to other YouTubers' videos, and a lot of them were saying like, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time or next week or whatever, and I was like, man, my outro is surprisingly similar to everyone else's outro. Like, I didn't realize that it was so similar, which obviously it's not a bad thing because I'm sure none of them copied each other and all that, but it was just kind of funny to think about how not actually original I am with my not actually original stuff. But anyways, I don't know what to talk about, I'm just rambling on, which is usually the point where I think it'd be a great idea to just fast forward to the end. But I'm sure some slight spark of genius will arise sometime. Maybe not. Probably not. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna come up with anything super amazing. However, kind of want to use an aircraft carrier now. Oh, that totally reminded me of something that's sort of crazy and totally random and not necessarily necessary in any way, shape, or form. But I was just thinking about how crazy huge it would be if there was a flying aircraft carrier that was large enough to hold planes, or that was not only large enough to hold planes, but large enough for planes to have to fly from one end of the aircraft carrier to the other end, and then those planes being so huge that there were trains inside of it that would take you from one side of the plane to the other, and those trains would be so huge that you would need roads and cars to drive from one end of each train cart to the other, and then those cars would be so huge that you would have houses inside of those cars, and then of course those houses would be so big that they have like multiple people or something, but you know, that would just be huge. Like, there's the idea of that massive like planet of an aircraft carrier that holds those planes that are like continents, and then the trains that are like countries, and cars that are like states or something. But anyways, gonna continue on to free play mode to see if I can get to around 90. And like I said, might as well use an aircraft carrier because those are pretty cool and stuff, I guess. probably not going to have enough money to, oh yeah, I do have enough money to buy a second one. So I shall fill the air with my darts. My darts shall block out the sun because of how many darts are going to be out there. Because that's just crazy. But anyways, the frame rate when I'm recording this, it gets so slow. Like, I was playing it a couple days ago without recording it, just playing on my other account, and it was going so much faster, and it was so smooth. And I was like, oh, that's why I like this game, because of how smooth and everything is. And yeah, I don't know, it was weird. Just because these frames are getting down to like 8 frames per second, and normally when I'm playing it, probably not when it's this crowded, but normally when I'm playing it, it's like 30 or 45, which is quite a big difference when you think about it. But alright, so aircraft carriers, yeah, lots of darts all over the screen, and almost have enough money for another one. I kind of wanted to sell the Glaive Ricochet in order to buy it, but I'm pretty sure I'll have enough money relatively soon, like as soon as I finished saying that I would have enough money. So yeah, just waiting. I was gonna say waiting for the end of the world, because I was thinking about Doctor Who, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm not waiting for the end of the world. Just waiting for the end of this round. It's already round 87. 87 is usually the round that's really difficult for some reason. Or maybe it was round 88. I don't remember. Or I think someone had said that it was 86, but then it was actually 87 or something like that. I don't remember, but might as well try for round 90, because it's all difficult and stuff. And I say that as if it's not difficult, but it really is. At least for the defenses that I usually have. But let's see. And also, another interesting point. The defense that they had in the previous episode, the balloon circles, that was a much more anti-balloon defense rather than an anti-Moab defense, which was pretty interesting, because now this one is kind of more anti-Moab than anti-balloon, just because it's basically, like I said, pure attack power, pure popping power, rather than any specific type of attack, like a Moab Mauler or Ice Tower or something like that. So that's what's pretty interesting about it. And I feel like there was something else I was going to talk about. Something else I could talk about while I'm waiting for the end of the round. I was cleaning out my room yesterday, and I found these things that they're like tiny, what would they be called? Like chalk spheres or something? Not really chalk, but there's some sort of like firework material where if you like not hit them together or like scrape them together or something, then they sort of make a sound like a firework. Not really a firework, more like a spark, or like hitting flint, which I shall demonstrate now, even though you can only hear it. But like, hold on. Not really sure if this is working or not. I can't quite hear it the same because I have my headphones, but I kind of smell it, because it makes the smell of like fireworks, or flint, I suppose. But maybe I'm just hitting on the wrong spot or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure what to call these or something, but that sounded right a little bit. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know why I brought that up. It was just because they're sitting here on my desk, and I felt like talking about them. So yeah, just waiting. Like I said, no, I don't want to build any more aircraft carriers, because they are just making the game lag a bit. Quite a lot, actually. So let's actually sell those and get a technological terror, because I've got enough money for that. Might as well throw in another one if I can, yeah, get enough room. And oops, no. Alright. Kind of wanted to get the not deluxe upgrade, special agent, the pontoon, to allow me to place towers on water, which is pretty much only useful here. I mean, I'm sure it's useful other places as well, but this is basically the best place to use a pontoon, just because there's so much water. But let's see, I could probably, no, I was going to sell the destroyer in order to get enough money for a technological terror, But I'd have to sell like all of my destroyers to get a little bit of an advantage towards getting the technological terror, so it wouldn't really be that big of a deal. Let's see, does this have enough range? Yeah, that had enough range to get rid of that one. And hey, it's around 90. I just realized that. So yeah, that should be interesting. Or this should be interesting. How well I get through this stage. And I shouldn't use this yet, because that's going to activate this one. And there's no real balloons around it, so no reason to do it. Can't tell how, or I obviously can't tell, it doesn't tell me. Well, right here might be a good time to use it. Almost. There we go. And okay, that's how much time I have left in order to use the next one. Ah, dang. Let's see. I could do something. Too late. I could have sold and rebought those technological terrors in order to use their abilities again. Or bought a ground zero maybe if I had enough room. But anyways, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.